gonna move into lash mapping. So there are a bunch of different ways that you can lash map, and it all depends on the eye set of your client. So you're gonna have a client consultation with them, and you both are gonna discuss the different types of applications and what kind of style and what kind of look that they're going to go for. So typically, if they have a further set eyes, like if their eye placement was further out this way, you would want to do more of a longer in the middle, and that's going to give you a more doll eye. Now, if they want to extend out into a nice cat eye, you would have it longer on the outer. Usually that's for just like an average set eye or an eye placement that's a little closer together. I do have it explained more in the manual, so you all will get a manual when you do this course. So a lot of it's going to be reading material too, and I will hopefully be able to add some lash maps. So if you wanted to try the wispies and all that other stuff, it'll be there. So for right now, I'm just going to show you basically how you would draw out a cat eye and a doll eye, which is longer on the outer, and then this we'll do a doll eye on this one, which is longer in the inner. So what you're going to do is your very outer edges, they're going to be not your longest length. So typically what you want to do is you want to find the middle of their eye. So here's the middle. You're going to just map it out in 3 parts. Okay, and then there's their outer.
Mom, I need.
Okay, buddy. So for the cat eye, we'll say that our longest length is going to be a 13. So we'll do a 12 here, because what's going to happen is you need a little bit of a shorter on the outer end, so it just kind of folds in nicely. Otherwise, your outer edge, it just kind of, it doesn't quite flow right, honestly. And again, I'm sorry, I'm working from my home location. I'm not sure, buddy. I don't know, buddy.
Mommy,
I don't know. In the bathroom. Sorry again. So then we're going to do our 13 here, which is going to be our longest. And then we'll bring that over to halfway. So you've got your middle here, there, so you'll bring it halfway from your outer. So this one is just your little end one. So from here, you'll go back down to 12. And then from here, you'll do, I would do another one, and then I would go 11, and then 10, and then 9, and that would be your cat eye. So you want the outers to be as long as you can, and you really want to, from the middle point of the eye into the inner corner, you really want to start coming down in those numbers and going with a shorter lash, because your shorter lash going up into that nice little, that little cat tail. That's really what you're looking for. Okay, so now we're gonna do a doll eye. So the doll eye again, you know, mark your 3 spots. This is how I do it. You find the middle of the eye, which is there. So here, you know, you're always gonna do your smallest number, a 9. We'll say we'll do these in a 12. So here you have your middle. So you would go a 9, a 10, an 11, an 11, and then a 10, and then you'd go back to, well, actually you wouldn't even have to go back to a 9. You could keep a 10, or you could go back to a 9. And there's your 9. So you see you've got your longers in the middle, and then you've got shorter and shorter. So there's a million different type of mapping that you can do. Again, this is just a quick little idea of what you would like to, or what you need to do. So, you know, finding your points, your middle point, your outer and your inner, and then work your map going inwards. But I hope this explains it well enough. If not, make sure you leave me a message and I will go into more depth. And don't forget that we do have the manual and it's more explanatory in there, but this is just a nice visual. Then our next step would be lashing, and I will have that next.